Imagine a world where a single storm, an earthquake, or a health crisis could shut down schools overnight. What if we told you that even in the middle of disasters, learners can continue learning safely, teachers stay supported, and communities stay resilient? In this video, we reveal the Department Order No. 14 Series 2026, the official guidelines that ensure education never stops, no matter the emergency. Welcome to this comprehensive explanation of the Department Order No. 14 Series 2026, issued by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines. This department order provides the official guidelines on learning continuity in emergencies, emphasizing that safety always comes first and that learning continues even in challenging circumstances. In this presentation, we will walk through all 17 slides, covering the principles, frameworks, and steps necessary to ensure continuous education while safeguarding the well-being of learners, teachers, and the community. The department issues the enclosed guidelines on learning continuity in emergencies to emphasize that education must continue even during emergencies, while anchoring learning continuity on the belief that well-being is critical to a person's ability to learn and teach. This department order provides guidance for teaching and learning before, during, and after emergencies, supporting school heads in making informed decisions to protect the safety and well-being of all stakeholders. It complements previous department orders and guidelines, including Department Order No. 22 Series 2024 and the revised guidelines on class and work suspension in schools during disasters and emergencies. The rationale for these guidelines stems from the Philippines' vulnerability to extreme weather and geological events, including typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions, often worsened by climate change and socioeconomic factors. Human-induced incidents such as health crises, violence, and armed conflict further put learners, teachers, and non-teaching personnel at risk, making it difficult for schools to function normally. While some measures have addressed learning loss and disaster risk reduction, this department order ensures that more can be done to maintain learning continuity and effective delivery during emergencies. The department commits to prioritizing the safety of all stakeholders while ensuring learning continues through education in emergencies. Education in emergencies balances protection with the need to prevent learning loss, focusing particularly on vulnerable groups, including indigenous peoples, marginalized communities, young women, refugees, learners from geographically isolated areas, and learners with disabilities. To maintain stability and normalcy, the department ensures that specific strategies and support systems are in place to safeguard education during the most challenging conditions. This department order emphasizes that learning must continue, even in emergencies and crises, by providing quality teaching and learning opportunities designed to prevent learning loss. Well-being remains essential to every learner's capacity to teach and learn. The guidelines empower schools to make informed decisions and select the most appropriate learning experiences before, during, and after emergencies, ensuring that each step in the learning process prioritizes safety and well-being. The Learning Continuity Framework institutionalizes a levels-based decision-making system guiding schools and community learning centers to determine learning priorities, responses, and supports. Learning continuity is categorized into 4 levels. Hayo represents normalcy, with in-person classroom learning continuing without disruption. Hinay, or ease-in, refers to structured distance learning experiences when minor disruptions occur. Hinga, or check-in, involves light distance learning combined with check-ins during heightened stress. Hinto, or stop, indicates that all forms of learning are suspended due to extreme risks to learners' safety and basic needs. Central to the framework is the principle that teacher and learner well-being is foundational to education. Learning continuity decisions aim to maintain safety, stability, and connection while minimizing learning loss. Each level of the framework is based on the circumstances and well-being of learners and teachers. This approach allows school heads, division alternative learning system focal persons, and school division superintendents to determine the appropriate learning delivery, experiences, and minimum standards during emergencies. The department order requires that school heads, local chief executives, or other relevant government agencies declare any necessary suspensions to implement learning continuity policies. School heads exercise sound professional judgment to determine the level of learning continuity during class suspensions. Parents and legal guardians retain ultimate responsibility for deciding whether their children should attend classes, considering their physical and mental health. This guidance applies even if no formal order of suspension is issued, ensuring that decisions prioritize safety and well-being at all times. The framework is designed for informed decision-making. It is not meant to automatically suspend classes, reduce academic expectations, or replace regular learning resources when learners are safe and cognitively prepared. Decision-making should be inclusive, culturally respectful, and locally informed. While it applies primarily to school-wide or community-wide emergencies, the framework also supports targeted interventions for individuals or classes affected by small-scale disruptions, such as fire damages, family illness, displacement, or other psychosocial circumstances that impact learning. When a state of national emergency or equivalent circumstances is declared by relevant government authorities, schools determine their learning continuity level after consulting school stakeholders and schools division office officials. Considering the unpredictability of climate change and other unforeseen emergencies, learning levels may be updated in the future based on evidence collected through monitoring and evaluation, ensuring that decisions remain responsive to current conditions and the needs of learners. The department order defines the 4 learning continuity levels. Hayo, or normalcy, applies when all stakeholders are safe and schools can continue in-person learning. Hinay, or ease in, is for minor to moderate disruptions where learning continues but at a reduced pace. Hinga, or check-in, applies when learners experience heightened stress and academic demands are significantly reduced. Hinto, or stop, represents the level at which learners' safety and basic needs are at risk and academic learning is completely halted. Learning delivery during emergencies is guided by principles ensuring quality, relevance, inclusion, and continuity. Learning experiences are selected based on availability, instructional purpose, alignment with learner readiness, and support for learners with disabilities. Adaptation of learning experiences for Hinga and Hinto levels is done collaboratively with the Bureau of Learner Support Services and the Bureau of Curriculum Development. All modified materials, including emergency learning kits, undergo quality assurance to ensure they are thoughtfully designed for adult learners and aligned with the K-12 basic education curriculum. Teachers play a critical role in learning delivery during emergencies. At the Hayo level, all competencies outlined in the Philippine professional standards for teachers apply. At the Hinay level, teachers focus on learner safety and security, learners in difficult circumstances, and establishing learning environments responsive to community needs. The Hinga level includes the same competencies as Hinay, with added engagement of parents, guardians, and the wider school community. At the Hinto level, emphasis is placed on learner safety, basic needs, and adherence to school policies and procedures. Class suspensions and materials distribution are carefully coordinated through the Learning Continuity Dashboard, integrated with the Emergency Operations Center's Incident Management Reporting System. School heads report learning continuity levels through the mobile application within 12 hours of any disruption. Granular learner level or classroom level data ensures accurate, aggregated reporting for evidence-based decision-making. If schools or community learning centers shift to Hinay, Hinga, or Hinto levels without prior distribution of learning resources, a week's worth of printed materials and emergency learning kits is provided to learners to ensure continuity. Transitions between learning levels are guided by principles of safety and learner well-being. Escalation to higher levels, meaning Hinay, Hinga, or Hinto, occurs when disruptions compromise the ability to sustain regular learning. De-escalation to lower levels happens when learners, teachers, and non-teaching personnel are demonstrably fit to resume, resources are available, and psychosocial readiness is established. When multiple hazards occur simultaneously, school heads consider applying interventions for the higher level of learning continuity to maintain safety and stability. Returning to Hayo, or normalcy, follows a structured pathway including assessment of safety and resources, planning for reentry, preparing schools and learners, implementing learning activities, monitoring progress, and providing psychosocial support, and sustaining learning gains. This ensures a coordinated approach to restore normalcy while rebuilding well-being across the school community. By following the Department Order No. 14 Series 2026, schools can guarantee safe, supportive, and continuous learning during emergencies. Every decision counts towards safe schools, prepared learners, resilient teachers, and strong communities. With evidence-based planning, monitoring, and interventions, education continues uninterrupted, learners remain engaged, and communities recover and rebuild stronger.